Hey guys, Jan here, the Northview Model Shop. I'm going to do a little update on NASCAR Gary's 69 Super CJ Mustang. I don't think we've really done anything just to say that we're going to do this car, so I guess we'll start from the beginning. The best part I've got so far is the motor, and if I remember, I'll put the little slideshow at the beginning here. This turned out really, really well. Took a little shot at making my own distributor, and it turned out well. Maybe I'll do a little video on how I did it someday. It's nothing spectacular. Did a little coil on there. I'm not too happy with the scale of it. I think the coil should have been maybe a little bit bigger, but the next size up rod I had was way too big, so you kind of take the good with the bad. So anyway, this turned out really well. I'm impressed with that, so hopefully you guys like that, and most importantly, hopefully Gary liked it. The chassis is just primer black. Nothing has been picked out on that, so that's kind of getting closer. The interior is coming along nicely. I used the actual car has I don't know if it's real or not, this car's much older than I am, but it was wood colored for the instrument cluster and for the dash pad here. I used just all I had closest to wood was a leather, so I tried that out on the flat primer black. It turned out quite nicely. Same with the steering wheel. The steering wheel obviously has little holes in it. I actually took pin vise and some drill bits, varying drill bit sizes, and drilled them out, which added a really nice touch. The seats. I'm not impressed with how the red turned out here. It was an older tester's enamel paint, and it did not flow at all, and my brush was too thick, I believe, and this messed me up pretty bad. So I'm going to have to go back in with some black and try to straighten that up. Gary said his car, the original factory versions, and his car was one of these ones. It had the little red, the very first rib in the back of the seat had a little red stripe into it. So he said that was key. It had to be there to match his car. And I also went ahead and just a little masking tape, and then painted it black on the silver buckle, trying for a seatbelt look. Not too bad. Probably next time I might try something different, but that turned out okay. Now the body. Oof, the body. Here is that really nice, what's that called? Star Spangled Blue. The one coat lacquer from Testers. It sprays heavy. After getting into the airbrush quite a bit and then going back to a rattle can, I think I'll stay with the airbrush because this went on really thick and it's a little harder to control. Before we get ahead of ourselves here, the kit's very nice for being an older version of it. You have to install the little scoops. There's actually great big holes in here in the box, and you need to install these scoops. So they got installed, a little body fill, and it turned out okay. I'm impressed with that. You put your front valance and your rear bumper on, little body fill. Those turned out good. Primer. Once again, we've done the practice of sanding right from 600 up to 12,000, and then prime, and then 4,000 to 12,000, and paint and sand and repeat. It turned out wicked smooth. I was quite impressed with it. Then it was time to do a future blast there with the airbrush. After I buffed it first with the Novus system, and then I airbrushed it I had perfect temperature, everything was good. I think something with the Novus along with the future reacted, and all of a sudden, you can't see it on the camera, and the only way I explain it is it looks like leopard spots on the top. You can literally feel where the future just would not stick to, and it would flow away from it. And I think it might have been some residue maybe from the Novus, I'm not sure. But what I'm going to do is, because of that, and been trying to fix it, I even got a blue Sharpie trying to fix one of the spots where I had burned through because of the future problems, as I was trying to clean that issue up, that it just got to the point where the body was getting a little too far. What I'm going to do now is just go back, do another sand, get the future off, get any spots I kind of was unhappy with the first time around, get them off, go back, I'm going to do another coat, a wet sand, probably another coat, and then I'm just going to go out and I'm going to buy just the Testers, or probably the Testers spray wet clear or something. Something I know works very well and is compatible with everything. If it was my own, I'd probably try Future again, but whereas this NASCAR Gary's car, I wanted to shine, and we're planning on taking this to a Fredericton model show, so it's got to be top notch. So anyway, that's where we're at with this. Hopefully this video isn't too boring, but we'll keep you updated on this car. So anyway guys, thanks for watching. Adios.